Guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your cards for January 28th, 2020. We are pulling from the Enchanted Forest. I love this deck. I'm drawn to this deck for a bit. So we have the Child of Challenges, Eight of Visions, the White Heart, Nine of Visions. So I feel with the Nine of Visions, this is for Pisces signs that you have it in your natal chart, but this is like wish fulfillment to me. With the three fishes on there, I feel like three wishes are coming true for you. Three wish fulfillments are coming true for you. So they're saying make sure that you make these wishes with a full, pure heart, because if you make them half-heartedly or jokingly, they have a way of turning around in the negative. So with the first card, the Child of Challenges, I feel like some of us may be having troubles with our children. They're getting older. It's like it's getting to that territory where it's hard to navigate a friend and a parent, or it's just, you're feeling frustrated. So it's just like it could be just the day, or, there's something more here. But it's like, it's okay. And one thing I'm learning with my parents' friends, that, we're all talking about raising children. It's like we all go through the same struggles. It's a day-to-day process, and we try our best every day. So the Child of Challenges is lost in the woods. So instead of running around with a chicken, like with its head cut off, not sure where to go, this child is sitting down and thinking of a plan. So with me, it feels like, that they're putting thought into it is telling you that, the challenges you feel are not as dire as you think they may be. So it's like, give them a little break here. It might be you, it might be them, it might be both of you. So they're saying she remains calm and alert, mentally retracting her steps. If this card does not represent a particular person, it can mean the approach of more difficult times and the need to plan and prepare. So if this doesn't resonate with you with a child, because it's saying Child of Challenges, they're saying then there may be something coming. But don't take it as like a doom and gloom card because of the trees. It may be a time of isolation. This may be a time of hibernation. So they're saying to you, if you are not a parent or you don't have a child in your life that is giving some sort of, you feel like there's a challenge there, then they're saying that that there may be some difficulties coming. If this does resonate with you with a child, they're saying that this child isn't as dire as you think they are. They are actually sitting down and thinking of their actions. So maybe, it's just a bad day. So they're saying cleverness, quickness of mind, ability to focus, loving of learning, fondness of study, good in emergency, honest. So, I think that's a lot of good traits to, when we're thinking about if we are having trouble with a child. It's like I said, they're just, maybe you're having an off day, maybe he's having an off day or she's having an off day, or, it's just an off day. So they're just saying, tomorrow's a new start by the grace of God, and come back together and try again. So the next card we have is the Eight of Vision. So these are shadow women. These are ghosts of women that have been distressed in some way. It looks like no matter what path they would have taken, they would have ended up here, because you have the grass and you have the dirt path. So it's like no matter what they would have done, they would have ended up where they are. So, you may feel like little tugs. So I feel like this is if you've had a broken heart or you're a widow or something, you may be feeling tugs on this energy. So, they pluck at your sleeve and implore you with their watery eyes to join them in their shadow, in their sorrow. So this is like the Mercury energy where it kind of tugs at you a little bit. Like, I just watched the Vikings with the episode of Golgotha and her demise. And sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't watched it. I'm not saying anymore, but it's like that really pulled on my heartstrings. And it's like, that's that Mercury energy. It's like, yes, have that cry because it is, something sad, and, that their love story was something for the ages, and it's like very much that Romeo and Juliet love. But don't go down that rabbit hole. Just understand, like, yes, you are. It stirs things up in you. like, yeah, with myself, my late husband, and it's just like his anniversary is like, 3-year anniversary is 30 days away. So it's like, it's okay to feel those things. That's how we heal from wounds, that we allow ourselves to feel those emotions at that time. And when you are an emotional person, the way to get over those hardships is to talk. When you're emotional, you need to talk things out. So, like, therapy is excellent for people that are emotional. So this is what they're. It's very much that Mercury energy where they're pulling on you, and it's like, don't give in to this Mercury energy. You can escape the lost and empty fate through perhaps not of your own. This card speaks of depression and disenchantment with life. Expressive grief is much healthier than quietly retreating into a world that denies all joy as well. And this is what I'm talking about. If you're emotional, you need to go to therapy if you don't have those people around you that you can express how you're feeling. You know what I mean? But make sure it's a give and take relationship. That when they're feeling that low, that you're there to pick them back up. So that's just what I'm saying. I feel like this is Mercury energy when we start giving into that shadow self, and it's like we have to learn to tell it to have several seats. Don't surround yourself with pessimistic companions. Seek wise guidance from those who have found their way out of this murk. So finding those people you relate to, maybe been in the same situations, and you can, come together and heal together. So withdrawal from life, extended solitude, the dangers of depression, being swept by grief. So they're saying, very much so feel your feelings. Like I said, if you're emotional person, and it's like, you need to talk those emotions out so you're able to heal from that. So the white heart, I've been seeing this in my mind for so long. So they're saying, lead with your heart. Think with your heart. Let your heart lead you in this situation. So they're saying that there's going to, there may be complications along the way, and adversaries too. The first step into the forest must be taken by your own. So they're saying that this beautiful new path, so it's 0. So it's the Fool, which is new beginnings. So this white buck is calling you into this new journey. But you have to take this journey on your own. There we go again with that swirl in the road. It's like you would have ended up on this path. Some of us have been in this spiritual awakening, and it's like if you would have ended up here anyway. Somehow you would have ended up where you are. You found your passion in life. And with that swirl is telling me with the green and the brick there, that you somehow, some way, this would have broken up. With the twists with the trees as well. The twisting of the trees. That somehow you would have been led down, down this path. That this was this is your destiny. So the first step must be taken on your own. A traditional name of this mysterious card is the number 0, which is the Fool. It symbolizes the start of a new adventure that is undertaken with a pure and innocent heart. The pun here is intended. Follow your heart. So the white heart, but it's spelled HRT. A new beginning, accepting the invitation. Going forward with trust, the journey begins. Follow your instincts. So I feel like I very much did that with myself. I trusted in myself, and it's like, you know what, I've gone through this journey, and it's like, I trust in my abilities, and now I got to take, like they said, approach this with a pure heart. So I'm approaching this with a pure heart, giving into yes, I do have a gift of healing. And believe in myself and move forward into this unknown forest. And like they're saying, there's going to be adversaries on the way. There'll be trials and tribulations, but you are on the right path. And no matter what you would have done in your life, you would have been brought here. The 9 of Visions, like I said, this to me is wish fulfillment. So they're talking about this stone cottage, and there's this beautiful wishing well, and you come upon it and you see how beautiful it is. So they're saying if you come upon a wishing well, toss your coin in, wait till the ripples stop, and then make your wish with a pure heart. When you are ready, when you believe, make your wish. This this is the wish card. It signifies that your wish will come true. It often it as excuse me, as it is often the case with forest enchantment. There's a catch. The wish must be true. You must want it, visualize it, and believe in yourself. And that's where I come. I believe in myself, and I believe this is what this wish fulfillment is. Frivolous wishes can be understood results, unstirred results, meaning it'll have the opposite effect. And half-hearted wishes will are ignored by the magic well. Take your time and decide what you want. Don't waste your wish. So circumstances align with your favor, faith in a positive outcome, wish fulfillment, good fortune. So like I said, with me, this is Pisces, with the fish. We have Pisces in the sky right now. And I believe it's 3 wish fulfillments because there's 3 wishes. And I've been pulling a lot of unicorns for people lately. And unicorns are also talking about blessings. So they talk about, like, when you see unicorns, keep your eyes open that there's a blessing on the way. So it could be like a t-shirt, a pencil, TV show, anything like that. If you see a unicorn, that's a blessing coming your way. So I'm going to pull from the Moonology. And then, because the Enchanted Forest, there's such beautiful, honestly, if you are a person that does tarot, and you just love beautiful decks that you can learn from, I highly recommend this deck. I'm very thankful that a good friend of mine gifted this set to me. And it was like, I came out of nowhere, but I've learned so much from this deck. I really, really love it. I know some of you have said, the stories are kind of long, so I try to, briefly sum it up, like what it says, so the video is not so long, or, you don't lose interest. But it's there's lessons to be learned in those stories, guys, honestly. So if you're one of those people that love, fables and English tales and all that, I would highly recommend this deck. You're very close to achieving your goals. Gibson Moon. So we're very much talking about following your heart and the 3 wish fulfillments. Do I have Gibson Moon in my meanings? Yes I do, but it's a waning. No, so I don't. Okay, so next card. Nothing is yet set in stone. So with me, it's like when making this wish half-heartedly, it's like it's not set in stone. So, you know what I mean? And this kind of looks like, the coin kind of looks like stone. So it's like, be very careful. They're saying if you made it half-heartedly, it'll turn against you. Surrender, rest, and recharge. It almost looked like a T. I was like, what? And the last one is a win-win outcome is forecasted. Full moon in Libra. So the full moon flourishes, bloom, and harvest. Gratitude, reap rewards. So very much given into, the white heart and into the 9 of visions. So it's very much playing into each other, saying that these wishes are coming true. But like they're saying, you have to believe in yourself. You have to take that step. And I feel like this is why this white heart, I keep seeing him in my visions. And it's like pulling me into the forest. And they're saying, go into the forest. You don't know this forest. You don't know what way to go. Very much like the child here. But they're like, sit down and think about what step, retrack your steps. But they're saying there's going to be adversaries along the way. There, this, like I said, this is unknown to you, and there's going to be peaks and valleys, just like in life, but this is very much your destiny. This, no matter what would have happened in your life, this was your destiny, because we have the past there, and it's in both the cards. With the women that are trying to drag you down in grief, you know what I mean? The cards are saying, do not get dragged down. Very much feel your feelings, but do not get dragged down in grief, because it's like, if you sit there and numb yourself out, it's going to come banging at your door one day. 10 years, 12 years down the road, it's like, you didn't deal with me enough. Now it's time to pay the piper. Now we're going to deal with this. And it's like, it's going to be 10 times worse. So it's better to deal with it while it's going on. So I hope you enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Tuesday. I know it's there's some heavy energy in there, but it's like, it's life lessons that we have to learn to move forward into this unknown beginning. and that wish fulfillment. Make them with a pure, true heart. So we'll see you for Wednesday's Daily Tarot card. Have an amazing evening, guys, and we'll see you next time.